You walked to the end and stopped in front of the last bench before extending your hand. Jungkook sighed and gave you his hand in yours. While you slapped it slightly and jerked it off, he looked at you. My rubber band. He made an O with his lips and took out the rubber band from his wrist before giving it to you. You should have simply asked for it first. You gave him a weird look. Just grow up already. You walk away to your desk while tying your hair in a ponytail. Jungkook sighed and again rested his head on the table. You all sat on your seats when teacher came inside the class, but there was someone else too who walked in with him and everyone was so curious to know about him. You got up. Everyone stand up. All stood up and bowed down before sitting again, except Jungkook, who always repeat the same thing. You looked back slightly and he was still sitting, leaning his head on the table. Good morning, everyone. Today we have a new student in your class. He looked at the guy. Introduce yourself. The guy stepped forward and smiled slightly. Hello everyone, I'm Kim Taeyang. I hope you'll be nice to me. Girls started to drool over him and his charm. He was looking around and his eyes landed on you, who slightly smiled at him because you don't know what to do when he was looking at you. You can sit on that seat besides YN. He again looked at you and the seat was besides you. Jungkook raised up his head and when he heard that he quickly picked up his bag and sat on that seat. What's with this behavior, Jungkook? Sorry, sir, but this seat is mine, he said, glaring at Taeyang. Mr. Shin sighed. It's okay, Taeyang. You can sit there, and since you transferred in the middle of semester, YN will help you in covering up with previous work. YN? He nervously nodded. Yes, sir. Taeyang walked to the end and sat on the seat. Okay, now let's start the class. Don't ask me. I was shouting my lungs out and my mom was giving me stares as if I have got mad. You all laugh. Seriously, when I saw him, I couldn't take my eyes off of him. His every comeback are masterpiece and he looks breathtakingly hot. That's true, but you already have Jungkook who is equally handsome. You guys are pretty cool together, but he's possessive. Did you see how he changed his seat when Mr. Shin asked that new student to sit beside the seat of YN? He chuckled slightly. But that new student Kim Taeyang, he's so hot and good looking. I really fell in love with his charm. I hope he fell for me. You all laughed. Hey, look, he's coming here. Who? Kim Taeyang? You all looked to his side and he was walking towards your table. He finally reached and looked at you all nervously. Is it fine if I sit here? Sure, please. She shifted slightly while you smiled and nodded too. Thanks, he said, sitting down. From which school you have transferred here? Actually I came here from States. Both of your friends gasped while you also got amazed. Wow, that's so cool. He looked at you. I think I have to cover a lot of syllabus. So Ryan, will you help me? Yes, why not? There are pretty qualified tutors that you can hire for yourself. They will help you more. He came from behind and sat on the chair beside you before looking at Yang. Get professional help instead of asking her. You glared at him. Jungkook, can you stop? Don't worry, dude. I know what is best for me, so it would be better if you mind your own business. Jungkook was about to get up as you saw his fist tightening, but you grabbed his hand, making him stop. Let's finish our food before break time over. What's wrong with you? Why you behave like this? Me? Yeah, I'm asking the same question to you. Why did you smile at that new guy? He's taking it in a wrong way, and I swear I'll break his bones if he again try to come near you. You put your hands over your mouth. What a criminal mindset you're developing, huh? From where you are learning all this? If a guy smile at me doesn't mean he'll start liking me. You don't know anything. Yes, yes, as if you are a scholar, huh? Why you care about small things? He leaned closer to you, making you girl. I care about things that are my priority, and you are on top of that list. Don't forget, I'm the guy with whom you have to spend your entire life. What are you two doing there? You both looked at your mom. I'm coming, mom. Jungkook, I have prepared your favorite banana milk. Would you like to have some? You both looked at each other. Let's go. You both walked inside. A smile appeared on your face when you remember what Jungkook has said a while ago. You really like his possessive side and enjoy especially when he gets mad. He looks so cute and handsome. Suddenly your phone buzzed and when you checked it was a message from him. You quickly sat down and again looked around. What the hell? How did he know I'm smiling? Did he fit camera here? Again a message popped in. He chuckled and laid down again. Stupid coconut head. This is pretty easy than I thought. You are right. If you'll solve all these sums with this method, then it will be easy. He smiled and nodded. Why don't you try to become teacher in future? I'm sure you'll be everyone's favorite. You chuckled. I'm not that good though. You are, believe me. Fine. How would you solve this problem? He said, coming in the middle while pushing Taeyang a little. He looked at Jungkook. What? Why are you looking at me? Help me in solving this problem. You sighed. Taeyang was watching you and Jungkook from a distance. He still doesn't know about your relationship and thinks that Jungkook do all that to get your attention, maybe because he likes you. But Taeyang is feeling something strange, something different. He fell in love with you the time his eyes fell on you. That sweet smile of yours literally took his heart away. He felt so jealous and angry too when Jungkook interrupted you in middle. You hit his arm. Ouch. Stop scaring me, okay? I might die out of heart attack someday. Don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you. But how did you know I was smiling? He looked at you and smirked. That means you were. Your eyes widened. What? What do you mean? I just guessed, but now I know that you were smiling for real. You were thinking about me, right? Your cheeks turned red. You jerked his hand and walked ahead. Stop dreaming. Why would I smile thinking about you? You closed your eyes in embarrassment while Jungkook chuckled and followed you. Seriously waiting for us to graduate and get married. Then I'll see how you hide this blush from me. Stupid. And you run away from there while Jungkook laughed. You were talking to your friends in the class when one of the boy from your class came running. Guys, Jungkook and Ree are fighting again. What? Guys, let's go. Your heart dropped when you heard that. You got up and ran outside while your friends followed. Taeyang was so confused, but he also decided to go behind you. Jungkook threw a punch, making Ree's nose bleed. His own forehead was bleeding as the fight was so intense. Jungkook already beated his gang and now they both were fighting. Almost whole school was watching them, but no one dared to step inside as they know how dangerous both of them are. Ree is a senior, but he dropped out last year because of some reasons and now again joined back. Jungkook and they both were enemies from long as one time he beat Jungkook's friend so terribly and Jungkook took his revenge, making both of them each other's biggest enemies. You came there and your eyes widened to see both of them pretty wounded. Jungkook's eyes were red, fuming with anger. Jungkook, stop and leave him. He was not in a mood to listen. Both of them were ready to take each other's lives. Taeyang also came there and he was also surprised to see all this. You walked near them trying to stop them, but Ree pushed you away, making you drop on the ground. Ouch! How dare you to push her? He grabbed his collar and punched him on his jaws non-stop. You got up because it would end up so bad. Jungkook, please stop. Let him go. Did he even push you away? It's okay, leave him. You back hugged him. He stopped panting heavily. Taeyang also came and pushed Ree away. Soon the fight stopped and Ree went. Jungkook cupped your face. Are you okay? You nodded. Let's go from here. You grabbed his hand and walked away. Taeyang just watched you too. Only Vian can stop him. I was so scared. Oh my god, what's wrong with you boys, huh? Don't you feel pain? She was cleaning Jungkook's wound while you were standing beside watching her. If principal come to know, he'll definitely expel you and that Ree. You should pay attention to studies rather than these things. She got a call on the office telephone. Why would you do it until I receive the call? You nodded as she handed you the antiseptic and cotton. Clean properly before applying the ointment. You nodded. You sat beside him and pressed the cotton against his wound as he hissed, Ah! You quickly took it off. Did it hurt? He chuckled and shook his head. So you pressed it again, but this time a bit hard that he actually groaned. What are you doing? You deserve this. He looked at you. Why do you fight with him? Have you ever think that what if our parents come to know about this? If someone say anything bad about you, I do same every time. You looked him surprised. Was that because of me? He didn't answer. You sighed. Jungkook, you need to grow up now. Don't behave like children. You know how I feel to see you like this. This hurt me more. You got up and left from there because you couldn't control your tears. Jungkook also rushed behind you. Where are you two going? She sighed. 1 week later. Oh God, you even brought the album, and here I'm still saving up my money. You smile seeing her dramatically crying over her favorite idol's album that Mia already brought because she's a rich girl. You're so lucky that you don't have to struggle for anything. Okay, okay, stop crying. Your eye makeup will ruin. Mia laughed a little. Taeyang got up from his seat and he was looking a bit nervous to approach you. He really tried to control his feelings, but he's head over heels in love with you. And today he decided to confess his feelings to you no matter what. He walked near you. Ryan, you looked at him. What happened? He gulped and looked at your friends who were looking at him curiously. He again shifted his eyes on you. Do you want something? He shook his head slightly. Would you come with me for a minute? You left a little confused. Please. You nodded and stood up. He walked ahead as you looked at your friends and then followed him. Sarah and Mia both looked at each other and shrugged. You closed the door and looked at Taeyang. What do you want to talk about, Taeyang? He took a step forward by looking at his face. You could sense something unexpected coming up. Jungkook was coming from the other side and his jaws clenched when he saw Taeyang and you from distance. I know this is very unexpected for you and I won't force you. You can take your time, but fine. I like you so much. Your heart dropped. I myself don't know when did I fell in love with you so much that I really can't hold myself. You don't need to give her time because I'll tell you her answer and it's no. You gulped when you saw Jungkook. He came near you. Don't you understand anything? Taeyang tried to control his anger. Why do you always have to come everywhere? Why don't you mind your own business? Taeyang. Because you are trying to step inside my business. She's my girl. Dare to even think about her again. Taeyang looked at you as searching for answer. I'm sorry, Taeyang, but I can't accept this. The whole school knows about it, but you still chose to become an exception, right? Now that you know, stay away from her. He grabbed your hand and walked inside the classroom. Now, why are you taking your anger on me? It's not like I told him to propose me or I accepted. You walk behind him and make him look at you. What's your problem? Why are you not talking to me? He turned his face to the other side. You really had enough of him. So you're really not going to talk to me? He didn't answer. You grabbed his collar and pulled him closer to your face before pressing your lips against his. His eyes widened, but then a chuckle left from his mouth as you really don't know how to kiss. You felt so embarrassed. Do you really want a kiss? You pulled away as your face turned red in embarrassment. He grabbed your face gently and again pressed his lips on yours, pulling you in a deep and passionate kiss.